Hi guys, Justin Titus here. This first video is basically mainly for breaking the ice for me. I've never been behind the camera, so I want my audience to kind of understand why I'm doing this. For me to learn a little bit, learn to project my voice. Not very good at that. Anyway, why I'm here. As you all know, bass fishing has exploded on YouTube and on the internet, and social media has been just driving the industry for a while now, and there's a lot of things that people have explained, a lot of secrets are out, a lot of rigs are out, a lot of different stuff are out there, and it's hard for someone like me starting out on a YouTube channel to not rinse and repeat old information. Nowadays, it's almost the easiest thing in the world, honestly. I mean, there's times where it's just like, man, how do I catch pressured fish? Google it. For when I first went to try a drop shot, how do you tie a drop shot? What do you use? What do you buy? Google it. Carolina rig, you Google it. Punch rig, slither rig, whatever the case, Google it. It's all there for the most part. There's so much information out there. It's crazy, and it's really easy for someone like me just starting out. For a lot of us YouTubers to start out to rinse and repeat, basically. Everyone's got their knot tying videos, their tackle organization videos, bait modification, top 5 this, top 5 that. And at some point, I'll probably do something similar to that, try and add my little spin to it. But my main goal for this channel is to provide something that teaches you a lot, but while it entertains you. That's something that lacks a lot in a lot of YouTubers' videos. Being that I'm from the Northwest, I grew up here, this is my home, there's a lot of tips and tricks up here that don't get passed down to people and people don't really know about. Little stuff usually is what I mean. And I feel like because of that, there's a lot of content I have to offer to you guys, and so let me start off basically with this, a little bit about myself and who I am. My name is Justin Titus. I am 19 years old, and I have been fishing since, mainly bass fishing, since I was about 9 years old. Fishing bluegill, trout, whatever the case, since I was probably 6 or 7. My 3 probably favorite rigs, the 3 you'll probably see me throw a lot to start off videos, is a punch rig. This one is a half-ounce tungsten Pepper's custom punch rig with a VMC flipping hook. Rage bug. Fish a lot of dirty water, so a lot of my baits are darker colors. My second one is a wacky rig Senko. Absolutely love this bait. This bait, oh, we'll talk about it later. Let me tell you what, that is a killer. And my third favorite is a drop shot. This is fairly new to me. I didn't start fishing a drop shot till about a year ago, and oh my god, this caught a lot of my fish last year, and some of my biggest fish last year. That's a good rig. If you've never tried a drop shot, if you've seen Flair's videos or whoever the case, people being scared of drop shots and don't throw it, finesse this, don't throw finesse that. Up here in the Northwest, finesse is king. Fishing slow is about all we do, and for me, making a video about fishing slow, it's going to be a challenge making it entertaining, but that's why I'm here. My favorite plastic, this again is fairly new to me, fairly new to the industry, is a structure bug, a rage bug by Strike King. This thing, wobblehead, punch rig, just even Texas rigged, does really well. I mean, it's not a slayer like the wacky rig, but if the fish are eating craws or they're really active and they want their bait to have a lot of movement, that bait gets it done. And if you're having a hard time punching, you can always modify. My favorite jig trailer is a Ultra Vibe Speed Craw. For some reason, these fish up here really like the tight profile and a lot of movement, a lot of kick. A lot of my river fish really dig this on the back of a jig, and I throw mainly Pepper's Customs and all-terrain jigs. This is a PB&J all-terrain jig, probably quarter ounce, I believe, that I bought last year, and getting back into the swing of things. I took a few years off of fishing, had some stuff I had to do, but I'm back in it full swing. Absolutely love it. It was a killer last year. A lot of smallmouth caught on this. That's one thing about the Northwest is so great. We got everything but spotted bass for the most part. On a drop shot, I think my favorite bait, honestly, and if you've never done it, I had a buddy who had never done it, and first cast he hooked a fish, convinced him to do it, is to nose hook a Keitech easy shiner, 4-inch, 3-inch, whatever you prefer, an easy shiner, nose hook it on your drop shot, and if you got a pool or a pond or something, you know, cleaner water where you can see the action, throw it out there, dance it around, look at the action. You're going to be absolutely blown away. The action that this emits on a drop shot is impressive to me, and it slowly sinks and falls and rocks back and forth. It's like the next level wacky in a lot of ways. And man, when I first started drop shot fishing, I put that on a drop shot and slayed them. I caught up here. It's pretty rare to catch a limit of fish each trip, since the fishing pressure is so bad. I'm mainly shore angler. I do have an uncle. He has a boat. There'll be lots of videos on that probably for sure. Fishing the shore, it's tough. It's really tough up here, and that's why I feel like I feel compelled to give you guys these videos, is because I feel like I can offer a lot. Fishing pressured water is such a difficult task. Post frontal, that happens a lot up here. Moving fish, I mean the fish just up here just move around all over the place, and it's crazy. And last but not least, I mainly throw only a 4-inch wacky worm, and the reason for that is that when I downsized because the hatchery trout up here, they're everywhere. I don't know why. ODFW loves to just plant hatchery trout everywhere, and puddle water, your driveway, it doesn't matter. They plant them everywhere, and that causes a ridiculous amount of fishing pressure. I mean, I've heard stories of people rubbing shoulders, standing next to people on the bank, trying to fish. It causes a ridiculous amount of fishing pressure, and it pushes those fish to some really abnormal places. And I thought about this, and I thought about downsizing, and so I tried the 4-inch wacky rig, and almost instantaneously I started getting better results. More bites, not necessarily size, but just more bites on those tough days. And so I basically throw that 99% of the time. I probably will never throw a 5-inch Senko ever again, unless it calls for it. It's one of my favorite rigs to throw, honestly. I've caught probably about 65% of my fish last year came on a 4-inch wacky rig. It's a true slayer for sure. That's enough about me. Basically, I'll be making a handful of short tip videos just to get the channel filled up with some content. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. If you do love it, share it, like, subscribe, you know, the 3 commandments of YouTube, basically. Just get it out there, show your friends, show people. If you enjoy it a lot and you want more, let me know. Be sure to let me know on my Instagram. That I'm on there quite a bit. Got a few followers on there that have been talking to me about some stuff, and that's why I feel compelled to do this, make videos and stuff like that. I will be uploading, like I said, a handful of videos here soon. Links in the description for the baits if you haven't heard of anything, curious about the colors or whatever the case. I'll put some links in the description, and including my Instagram. Same name, Bassin Northwest. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I will be uploading again soon.